we transfer them all in this hot water here. And after the cocoons has been transferred here, he takes roughly 50 cocoon fibers together, can be a little more, a little less. Can you see the fibers?
Yes.
Makes a thread in this thickness and takes it into this machine behind me, which dries the silk at the same time with its speed. And one cocoon gives you a minimum 2,400 feet, maximum 1.5 mile long thread. So the shortest cocoon gives you, smallest cocoon even gives you 2,400 feet long thread, almost 800 meters.
How many fibres have you got there then?
50 roughly.
50.
Can be 3 more, 3 less, but let's see how it works. Can you see we take the fibers of all these cocoons now? He will add some other fibers to these cocoons. See what he will do first, and then I will talk about it a little more, but see him adding some new cocoons to the others first. Did you see this?
Yeah, that's good.
Ladies and gentlemen, he doesn't need to wait all these cocoons getting finished completely to start another brand new 50 cocoons. Why? Not all the cocoons, they give you the same length of thread, isn't it? You can have a very small one which gives you 800 meter long thread, and another one much bigger gives you 2,400 meter long thread. So what would happen? Close to the end, the thread will get thinner and thinner, and then the last one will be one single yarn only. So what to do then? Very easy. We can all tell that this is going to get finished before this one. Isn't it? Because close to getting finished, the moth becomes clearly visible. And if he counts 5 cocoons like this, almost getting finished, he takes them out here, gets 5 new cocoons, 5 is in his hands from his reserve that he keeps always ready here, throws the beginnings to the others just like he did. They stick naturally into each other, and 5 new cocoons just starts automatically. This way he can do it non-stop. Always keep adding new ones. That's why the water should not boil. Because if the water here or there boils, the sericin would come out. The oil, remember 30%? And if the sericin comes out, we cannot do this process, because it's the sericin that makes the silk sticking naturally to each other. Look, it's just like one piece of thread here. But here you have the thickness of this many cocoons under my hand coming. We do boil the silk at the very end, otherwise the silk doesn't even feel like silk. Feels very stiff, like horsehair. Do you mind if you pass it from the hand to me? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's say this is 1 kilogram, okay? It's not maybe this. After the spinning process is done, we boil it 2 hours with powdered white soap and water. After 2 hours of boiling, when we take it out and it gets dry, it becomes 700 grams. It loses exactly 30%. And that's the sericin, the oil. But then this will feel and look much more like silk feels or looks like. Would you mind passing this now? That's much better now, isn't it? This sericin we sell to cosmetic companies. They make creams out of it. They use them on making creams. The dead moth we give the chicken. With the silk we make beautiful carpets. We will see some little later. Okay, now before we leave this room, ladies and gentlemen, remember when I was giving you information about Hereke, I said it's the king of the carpets, best of the world. Maybe they say the same in other countries for their carpets. But you can use the technology, check on the internet as well. Turkish silk carpets are the highest quality handmade carpets of the world. Don't compare them even price-wise. Because also price-wise, Turkish silk carpets are the highest. One of the big reasons is this, the white cocoa. This is the highest quality silk of the world, and it exists in 5 countries in the world only. China, Japan, Turkey, Brazil, Greece. Brazil, Greece, Japan doesn't make carpets, China does. But the ones made in China to export especially to other countries are 99.9% not produced the same way you saw few weavers showed us this process. made with tufting guns, backings, tools like that, which I have never seen before, but on the internet you can see how a tufting gun looks like. Maybe in China, but then the price will not be very different than the price of Turkish rugs. Because you should not be able to buy a carpet from a catalog, which you can in everywhere in the States, in Europe, in England, in Turkey, in big cities even. How comes they put the picture of the carpet, give them measurements, which they must, and if 100 people order the same, 100 people gets the same. Oriental, hand, very small, tufted rug. Hand tufted is not handmade. You have silkworms in England too, I guess. You can feed them the same way I explained you. There are silkworms in Australia, in South Africa, in many other countries in Europe, South America. You can feed the worms the same way I explained you, but the cocoons you would have would be creamy, yellow, brown, green, red, maybe but never snow white like this. The reason of that is not the leaf, it's the type of the moth. There are 172 different types of silk moth in the world. And their general name is Bombyx, not Bombyx mori. Bombyx mori is the name of the type of the silk moth that gives you the white cocoon. And that exists only in those 5 countries, and it's forbidden to take them out of the country alive. These are all dead. That's why we all have a cocoon as a remember, and make a small carpet at home. You can have more than one if you want. We have millions of these, ladies and gentlemen. It's not all we have. If anybody wants to have more than one, just let me know. I mean,
Started in England.
See in there?
okay.
But Daddy now, look.
Here. Yes, please.
Thank you.
Get more even. You can have